Everyone thought meme coin trading has died, but that is just not true. There's been multiple six-figure P&Ls coming out, and I'm gonna break down what these traders actually do to find these coins early and how you guys can find these coins early as well. We're gonna be going over coins like Ansem, Jimothy, and much more, and just break down strategies where you guys can actually get in these coins early and basically almost have insider info on these coins. Now, obviously most traders lose money, and the reason why is because the traders who make money, like me, actually have strategies. And now these strategies aren't complex at all, and they're super easy to learn, which is why I'm going to be teaching it to you guys. And if you do follow the steps throughout this whole video, well, then you'll be able to become a profitable trader in 2026 and, you know, potentially turn this into a career. All right, guys, so now we are on Axiom. You guys can use the link down below. I am not sponsored by them, but they are probably the best trading website out there. And basically in this video, I'm just going to show you step by step what you guys have to do to find these coins that aren't going to rug you. Now, you do have to watch the whole video or you might miss a step and then, you know, obviously get rugged. So the first step are filters, and this is on Axiom. Now, I only trade pump fund. There is different chains. So if we go over here and press Sol, we have Hood, BNB, and ETH. Now, basically, what does this mean? These are like different cryptocurrencies, but it's the same idea. You're just trading on a different cryptocurrency. Now, the first step is filters. So we're going to go over to new pairs, audit, and we're just going to put 5 minutes as the age. Now, this will get rid of any kind of old coins that we don't really want to see that aren't getting a lot of attention anymore. Then we're going to put volume 5,000, market cap 2,300, then final stretch. Basically the same stuff as over here, just 30 minutes, and then 10,000 volume, 6,000 market cap. And then lastly, migrated, we do 50,000 volume and 5,000 market cap. Now, what does migrated mean exactly? These are the coins that reach the bonding curve, which will release liquidity. Now, you don't really have to go into details. Basically, imagine if a coin goes to like 30,000 market cap, it will go over to this migrated section. And basically now there are more eyes on the coin. But the main thing we're focusing on here are low market cap coins, or just coins that have gotten a lot of attention but kind of died down and still think we have potential in them. Now, like I said, I do want to show you guys a couple of plays that have made other people multiple six figures, and then a recent play that has almost made me, what is it, 5 figures, but sadly it was only around 7K, but still very good P&L. Now, first off, I'm going to show you guys what actually makes a coin good, and then I'm going to break down those plays live that I was talking about that made me some money. Now, we have new pairs here, and we already have a couple of good coins coming out. We have Pepper the Pamichi, so we can check this out. Now, what is this? Looks like some sort of animal coin. You can actually hover over this. Just see the Twitter. Pepper the Pamichi has its own TikTok account. So this is some sort of animal. Right now, it is a animal, you know, meta, because we had Jimothy run up to 20 million, and then, you know, basically that just shoots off everyone and everyone starts making coins. Now, actually, this chart does look pretty good. Now, I'm going to show you guys what a good chart versus a bad chart basically looks like. But as we could see, the bundle is kind of high. And if we come over to bubble maps, we can basically look at the holders. And the main thing we want to see is when did they actually buy? So most people bought around 13 to 10K. Then we want to see how they're actually funded. So most of them were funded by, you know, separate wallets, which makes me think that they aren't the same holder. And then we also want to look at how much percent they hold. So only 3.5% is the top holder, which isn't too bad. And now we can see we just missed the entry. But in this video, I'm not trading live. I do have other videos where I do, but I'm just basically showing you guys how I know this coin is good. So we missed that entry. We would have entered at 8K, already had a 2x by now. And we were able to know this because the holder distribution was good. The volume is very good. It passed our filters. And as you can see, look, our filters are working perfectly. This is the only coin, you know, it was the only coin showing up over there, but it is the only coin showing up over here, which is really good because we know that this coin could potentially run, and it looks like it's actually about to migrate, which is what I was talking about, you know, before. Now, one last step you guys can do to make sure it's not a rug is actually come over down here and go to the bubble maps. You can use any. They have like 4 different options. I usually use either inside or bubble maps, and you just press on it, and then we're going to go over and look at the total amount. So 3 supply. Are these connected? Yeah, these are all connected, it looks like. So how much is the total supply? Where is it? Well, it looks like these all are all connected. This guy has 3%, 2%, 1%, and then 1%. Now, that is very common with meme coins. Someone will be holding, you know, more than 5%. And honestly, I do that too, because this is just a strategy. You buy a lot of a meme coin and then you hold it. You're able to trim. It's just easier to make money like that. But the main thing we don't want is someone, you know, holding 1,000,000%. So a good example would be Ansem. Now, obviously, this is a different situation because he openly owns this much percent, but if a chart ever looks like this where someone's holding, you know, some insane amount, or there's a bunch of holders like this, well, then that's just a rug. But in this situation, it isn't. Now that we got that out of the way and you guys know kind of what to look for over here, we can even actually look at migrated coins. Now, what do we want to look for over here? The main thing, now, a lot of people don't actually know this, is the fees paid. So if you look at F and then the Solana symbol and the fees paid, what we're aiming for is actually higher fees paid. So anything above 10 is really good. I mean, it's most likely not a rug, because as you guys can see, we have these coins like this one, only 2 SOL was paid. It's clearly a rug. Only 0.4 was paid here, clearly a rug. And we can even use it as proof, because if I come over to this chart, it's clearly bundled and it's clearly just gonna rug to 0 eventually. Now, obviously you can gamble on these coins and, you know, hit a 5x like you could have, but the chances that you lose money are way higher than you're gonna make money. So what I actually like to do too is if you ever see a coin here that you think is very good, but it's too expensive, well then you can come here. So like, let's say this coin, you think it's good, and you can actually watch list it. So just add it to this little, you know, list up here. Now, currently I don't have any coins up there, but I like to do this on coins that I think are, you know, currently overvalued, but do have potential in the long term. So like, let's say this real world Naruto, this is kind of like a viral dude right now, and he's kind of a meme. So I could add him to the watch list, and, you know, later on I could see, oh, maybe the coin's at like 10K, 15K, and I can go onto Instagram, TikTok, and see if he is still relevant, still getting views, and I can, you know, put in as much money as I believe in him. Now, this is actually how I get my biggest plays, is by looking at the migrated coins, looking at the dead ones, or even the ones that are still getting motion, but I just feel personally that they are overpaid, and I just feel personally that they are over, you know, valued currently, but I think they'll go down and then, you know, eventually go back up. So we even have this one, generational crash out. I've seen this once on Instagram, but like, let's say you used my strategy right here, right? The coin migrated and you watch listed it, you're like, it's too expensive at 50K. Then you would have seen, oh, the coin came down to 10K. Let's say you thought the meme was still very active and good. Well, you could have hit like a 30x. You know, being realistic, you probably hit like a 10x, but this is one of my greatest strategies I actually use. And now that I'm showing you guys this, I will actually break down a coin I did this for, and, you know, what I looked for, how I knew this was a good coin to do it for, and, you know, how I was able to actually make 100 Solana. So let's break this down real quick. As you guys can see, the coin migrated and then it was basically pretty dead for the most part. So I had it watch listed. Sadly, I didn't buy it, you know, 6K. I would have made a lot more, but I noticed that the coin was still getting a lot of action and buys. So luckily at 15K, I bought 10 Solana and then I sold a little because, you know, I had more than 4%. So I had around 3.7%. You know, I went to sleep, maybe, I don't know, maybe I went for food or something, but I come back to the coin being at 300,000 market cap. So as you guys could see, I was selling. I did 1% sell at 300K for 40 Solana. So put that in perspective, you know, I bought at, let's say 20K, coin went to around 300K. I think that's almost a 7x. So I 7x'd, I think 8 Solana, and I was able to make 92 Solana. Now, as you guys can see, my sells were very good as well. Oh my, look at that clip. That was from me. Okay. Well, anyway, as you guys can see, my sells were pretty good, but the worst thing that I did was that I didn't sell enough, sadly. But obviously, you know, that's what happens when you do want to hold a coin. And in this example, actually, if I didn't sell, you could see this kind of made me cry. It went up to 800K. So 800K, 3.5% of 800K. You guys can do the math. I basically missed out on like 300 Solana, but hey, that's what happens when you don't hold for long enough. But, you know, I was also pretty smart with my sells. The coin went, you know, below 100K. On average, I was selling around 300K. So I still did pretty good with my sells, but I did use the strategy that I just taught you guys, which is to watch list a coin you think has potential. Look if it's still getting, you know, some buys. And as we can see, this coin did really well. So what did I actually look for in Tilly, and how did I know this was going to go up? We have the main runner Jimothy here. So if you guys haven't heard about this, it is like a little midget raccoon. Basically has no spinal cord, looks hilarious. And this coin recently just went you know, insane, 21 million. And then look at this crazy easy chart right here. Downward trend, broke it, upward trend. So it went from 20 million to 6 million. Okay, that's besides the point though. Basically, Tilly is a dog version of this raccoon. So that's why I thought it would do good. And I was actually able to buy Tilly just to, you know, since I missed Jimothy. Now, how do you trade these kind of bigger coins if you miss them? So let's say you see this coin and you see all the hype going on. You do not want to buy, you know, off of all the hype, because all the hype is here and here. And let's say you did buy at 20 million, you would be absolutely cooked because the coin only basically went down. But what you could do is wait for the next bounce and then the resistance and basically draw a chart right away. Now, it is easier to say this, you know, after the fact, but let's say that I did, you know, draw this chart. It basically perfectly bounces almost every time off of the chart. Now, this is like kind of like stock trading in a way, but after it broke this sort of trend line down here and then it started to, you know, make a upward trend, you would be able to kind of buy the coin, let's say over here at 10 million or even at 6 million and be pretty, you know, comfortable and still be able to make like 3x your money. So these type of plays is where you put in bigger, you know, money. And then plays like Tilly is where you kind of put less money, you know, money that you're able to lose or you're kind of comfortable to lose. And then plays like Jimothy are where you put more money, but you're kind of going for less multipliers. Now, another example of somebody who made, you know, a bunch of money is on Ansem. Basically, there was multiple $1 million, you know, trades on this coin, or even 6 figures at least. And if we go to the top trades, I'll try to find a natural looking one recently. So, okay, we can use this. There's a KOL, or basically an influencer. He was able to catch this coin very early. There's just so much hype on this thing. But if we go over to his trades, he basically just bought the coin super early. Oh, it looks like he was... Yeah, so he bought at 200K. He bought 7.5K, which is just nuts. And he was actually able to make 250K. So this is a great example of, you know, let's say you watch list this coin, or you do not even use that strategy, but you can clearly see like the coin, you know, it wasn't getting a lot of attention until basically an influencer called it out. And even when he called it out, here's the crazy thing. We had the coin, you know, get this crazy bounce, and it was at like 6 million, which was basically free in hindsight because it actually went to, you know, 400 million, and it was basically only up for the most part. But like, let's say you missed this trade like before, like I said, well, we're waiting for, you know, kind of those pullbacks and the break of structure. So, you know, I missed the trade. I didn't buy it anywhere because it never broke the structure. Realistically, you know, we could have said over here and it kind of went up, you know, that would have been nice. Would have been in at like 100 mil. But for this example, I wanted to be more realistic. We made it go here, and you know, you could say it broke structure right here. Well, then you would have bought right here and you still would have made money, but it did obviously break down after that, which is why I'm able to draw this right here. And as you guys can see, it almost always follows this kind of pattern where once it breaks upwards, this is like a good buy zone. So I was actually buying down here. As you guys can see, my cost average basis, 180 million. I was also buying a lot more though over here, sadly, because I was using the strategy I'm telling you guys now. But if you ever miss a trade, the main thing is that you use this kind of structure on the chart, and then you also checklist all those things. So virality on Instagram, on Twitter, and then also, you know, is someone actually trying to push this coin? Now, if any of this was confusing, the number one thing that could help you guys is a college channel, or kind of a channel where someone tells you what coins to buy. And now luckily I have my free own one in the description, so you guys can go check that out. And if you guys thought this video was helpful, please leave a like and comment. It does help with the video. And I'll see you guys next video.